Hello, third graders. This is Reading Research, video number 12. The title of our video this week is Informational Reading and looking at the main ideas and the supporting details in your blue research notebook. Today, we are going to look at how to summarize one of our articles. So the materials that you need is your blue reading research notebook, and you can pause the video if you need to go get that, and you will need a pencil. And the first thing I'd like you to do is turn to the blue page. It is the second blue page, and at the top it says Main Ideas and Supporting Details Summary. So boys and girls, we are going to focus on how do we write a really good summary about a non-fiction article. And these are some of the smart things that we've been practicing in our reading research. So this is your informational reading learning progression. This is information that tells you exactly what you need to think about as you practice these reading research skills. So I'm going to look at grade 3 and grade 4. Actually, you know what? You are 4th graders, just about. So I'm going to look at grade 4. So if you have this, would you read along with me? Grade 4, main idea, supporting details, and summary. So 3rd graders, when you read, you need to pause often and summarize as a way to hold on to what you are learning. Okay, you need to say the main idea of that part, and you need to link it to the related parts. As you do this, and select points that are especially important to the idea. I can use the primary structure in the text to help me grasp what it mostly teaches. If it is organized as a main idea or supporting points on a claim and reason, I can use either structure to help me determine importance and select supporting details. I am careful to keep my own opinions separate from the ideas presented in the text. So 3rd graders, they don't want your thinking when you are, they don't want your opinion, they do not want you to state your opinion when you are summarizing a non-fictional article. They just want you to state the author's information. Okay, so now I would like you to turn to the yellow page, and it says Informational Reading Self-Assessment Rubric. And it's on page 1, and it has the main idea and the supporting details. So we are pre-reading about the skills that we are going to do as we answer the first post-assessment in our reading research notebook. Level 4. I wrote about the main ideas. I included a few carefully selected details that link to the main idea. I used the text structure in my response. I wrote a brief summary. A brief, so I don't write 3. I don't just copy the whole text. Brief means short. I keep my opinions separate from the ideas in the text. So they do not want you to bring in your prior knowledge. And I find sometimes 3rd graders that you have done that, and it's really interesting when you do that, but it's not how you summarize a nonfiction article. You just summarize only what the author writes. Okay, now 3rd graders, turn to Research Nonfiction Unit 4, question number 1. We are going to go through this together, and then you are going to begin your post-assessment and show your teachers all the smart things that you are able to do since you've been practicing reading research skills. The first question is summarize the text, pickled flavor ice cream. When summarizing, write about the main ideas, include supporting details, keep your summary 1/2 page or less. That must mean brief. and leave out what's not important. So they don't want all the little tiny details. Okay, third graders, turn now to the back of towards the back, and it's flavored ice cream. Text 1. Okay. I'm going to read. Would you follow along with me and watch as I think about what I'm reading to help you begin your post-assessment summary? Did you know that some people are paid to eat ice cream? Wow, I would love that job. People called flavor scientists. They come up with new ideas for ice cream flavors. Then, when a new ice cream flavor has been made, someone called a taste tester tries a few spoonfuls and decides whether people will love it. If not, the new flavor is sent back to the flavor scientist. The flavor scientist's job is to fix that flavor by adding something new to it. Perhaps the ice cream needs a bit more chocolate, or some nuts, or even a whole different mix of flavors. Both taste testers and flavor scientists have jobs that involve being paid to eat ice cream. Third graders, I'm going to pause right here and think about what I've read. Have I heard the main idea? And I know that often an author states the main idea in the beginning and the end of a text. So the title is Pickled Flavored Ice Cream with a question mark. I don't think the main idea is all about pickled flavored ice cream. I think the main idea is all about ice cream, and people have ice cream jobs. There's a flavor scientist and a taste tester. I think I'd like the taste tester job, especially if it was Ben & Jerry's ice cream. They have really cool ice cream. So far I'm thinking the main idea is all about ice cream jobs, and they have taste testers and flavor scientists. Is that right? Okay. And I'm going to read on and pause some more as I try to hold on to the important information in this text. Flavor scientist. Christian Schmoller, a flavor scientist for Ben & Jerry's. Oh, my favorite ice cream, Ben & Jerry's. Scientist for Ben & Jerry's ice cream company says that when she was young, she loved to mix foods together in weird and wonderful ways. My brother and I would go into the kitchen and create things, she explains. When Kristen saw an ad in the newspaper for a flavor scientist to work at Ben & Jerry's, she knew it was the job for her. Flavor scientists, also known as flavorists, develop new flavors of ice cream. They try to invent new creative flavors that people will love. I'm thinking that a flavor scientist would be a really amazing job, and that's one of the important details about this article is a flavor scientist. Developing a new ice cream flavor is a long process. First, flavor scientists get an idea. They get ideas from seeing which kinds of ice cream sell the best in stores and from interviewing people. Next, flavor scientists experiment. They can't be afraid to try new things. One flavor scientist tried to make a Coke and popcorn flavored ice cream. Ooh. He also tested flavors like nacho cheese and pickle ice cream. None of these experiments worked out, but sometimes a flavor that might not sound very good actually passes the test. After flavor scientists decide on a flavor that they think will be popular, it is sent to the ice cream tasters. You would be surprised by the flavors that are created. One ice cream company even sells tomato and basil ice cream. I'm not sure I would love that. But third graders, I definitely think that flavor scientist is one of the main supporting details about ice cream jobs. I'm going to read ice cream taster. Once a flavor scientist has designed a new flavor of ice cream, it goes to the ice cream taste tester. Their job is to sample the ice cream and decide if others will like it. Their job is to sample the ice cream and decide if others will like it. Most tasters work for big ice cream companies. John Harrison, who works for Dreyer's Grand Ice Cream, has been tasting ice cream for 30 years. He starts his job at 7:30 in the morning, and the first 4 to 5 hours of his day, John often samples 60 spoonfuls of ice cream. When interviewed by Cooking Light magazine, he said jokingly, "It's a tough job, but somebody has to do it." I think I would like that job. Most tasters follow strict rules when trying a new flavor. First, the taster cuts the carton of ice cream in half using a knife. The taster does this to check the look, smell, and the texture of the ice cream. Next, the ice cream taster uses a golden spoon to put a small scoop of the treat on his or her tongue. Regular spoons, like the ones we use at home, can affect the taste of the ice cream. Finally, the taster swirls the ice cream around so that it touches all of the tester's taste buds. Tasters like John, they must decide if they like the ice cream. Before John tries a new flavor, he washes out his mouth. If you love ice cream, a job as a taste tester or a flavor scientist might be perfect for you. I had no idea that there were these types of jobs. Just amazing. Sounds like a really fun job. So, third graders, the title is Pickled Flavored Ice Cream, but that is not the main idea. I have decided, since I've read this, and I hope you agree with me, that the main idea is all about ice cream jobs, and people have jobs making and tasting ice cream. And the supporting details that go with that main idea is there are flavor scientists and there are ice cream tasters. And boys and girls, I'm really thinking that the text structure of this article goes with our box and bullets structure, meaning main idea, supporting detail, supporting detail, supporting detail. So in your notebooks, you should probably do a rough draft. Draw a square and put the main idea and 3 supporting details. And then, third graders, turn to question number 1 and write a very brief summary. I have given you a lot of support because I want you to practice doing this very correctly, because it's a really important skill to understand main idea and supporting details. You are 4th graders and you are going to be using this skill a lot in 4th grade. So I would start my article with Pickled Flavored Ice Cream is an article about ice cream jobs. People have jobs making and tasting ice cream. 3 details and examples that go with this. Flavor scientists have, and then boys and girls, you need to give me 2 or 3 details about flavor scientists, just short ones. You could do a list. And ice cream tasters. So what do ice cream tasters and flavor scientists need to do? 3rd graders, pause the video, do your summary. I've given you a really smart start, and then come back and we'll talk about question number 2. Okay, 3rd graders, welcome back. This is part 2 of our reading research video, and this part we are going to look at question number 2. So let's go ahead and blue research folder, and question number 2 is some of the skills that we've been practicing also as a research reader. And it says the author of Pickled Flavored Ice Cream started the text with the line, "Do you know that some people are paid to eat ice cream?" How is this line important to the text? So when writing about how one part of the article fits with another, remember to explain how this part connects to the other parts of the text and use linking words to show how this section fits with the other parts. So third graders, now flip to your yellow page, your first yellow page, and let's look at what we need to do when we think about analyzing parts of a text in relation to the whole. So remember, you're 2 weeks away from being a fourth grader, so we're looking at level 4. We want level 4. I wrote about why the author seems to have included one part of the text, and what does it add? So why is this one part important? What does it do for the reader? What does it make the reader think about? And the other little bullet is I explained how that one part is important to the whole text. Maybe it's an example of the main idea, or it provides reasons to support the author's argument. Okay, so let's go to the blue pages, and we are now going to look at inferring. Sorry. We are going to look at the third blue page, analyzing parts of a text in relation to the whole. Okay, it says grade 4, that's you. I can talk about why an author included one part of a text box or a chart or an anecdote. To do this, I draw on some predictable ways that parts tend to be important to the main idea, such as a paragraph might be an example of a main idea, or a different perspective on that idea. Sometimes the part is important to the structure, a solution to a problem, an effect or cause, or maybe an answer to a question. When thinking about how one part is important to an argument, I'm aware of how an author uses reasons and details to support claims and points. So third graders, now I'm flipping back to question number 2. It says, did you know that some people are paid to eat ice cream? The author of pickle-flavored ice cream started the text with that. Let's go to the text and reread the beginning. I know somebody who would love pickled-flavored ice cream. His name starts with a J, and he's in 3rd grade. Okay, so let's look at the article again. Do you know that some people are paid to eat ice cream? People called flavor scientists come up with new ideas for ice cream flavors. Then when a new ice cream flavor has been made, someone called a taste tester tries a few spoonfuls and decides whether people will love it. Did you know that some people are paid to eat ice cream? That is the very first sentence, 3rd graders, and I know what that did for me. What that did for me as a reader, it just kind of hooked me. Like, people are paid to eat ice cream? Sign me up, especially if it's Ben and Jerry's ice cream. So readers, authors begin with a hook. They want to pull you into the article. They want to get you interested. So I'm thinking that the author began the article this way because it grabs the reader's attention, and he's also stating the main idea. Oh, and I know that authors sometimes end with a similar statement. I'm going to reread the ending. If you love ice cream, a job as a taste tester or a flavor scientist might be perfect for you. So the author begins with a hook and the main idea, and 3rd graders, I'm noticing he ends with the main idea and a hook. If you want, if you love ice cream, these would be awesome jobs for you. So to begin question number 2, I think I would begin with pickled flavored ice cream begins with a hook and the main idea. The author uses that statement because it grabs the reader's attention, and the author also ends the article with the main idea. If you love ice cream, then these jobs would be good for you. So, third graders, always reread, pause, and think, and think about how the author is trying to pull you in and get you interested in his article. The author of Pickled Flavored Ice Cream, did you know that some people are paid to eat ice cream? So to begin this question, I would say the author started with this line because it's grabbing the reader's attention, and he's stating the main idea of the text. This also fits with the end of the article because the author ends the article with the same main idea, and if you love ice cream, these might be great jobs for you. Third graders, practice all the SMART skills that we've been thinking about as reading researchers, and please complete questions 1 and 2. And thank you very much. I hope you have a great day. Be kind, be helpful, and read. Okay, thank you.